And I thought that I would come today and that I would minister about the love of the father, the love of the mother, the heart of the mother, the compassion of the mother. And I pray that in everything that we say today that you see some of that. But the word that he gave me, and the subject that he gave me was the eyes of a mother. The eyes of a mother. I'm sure that most of us have heard the expression, the eyes are the windows to the soul. The eyes speak often louder than words that we can say with our mouths. The eye can show light, and the eye can show darkness. They reflect joy and sadness, peace and turmoil, life and death. The eyes are figurative and reflect our innermost thoughts. Eyes sometimes can be deceiving because we may use them to attempt to hide, to attempt to conceal what we are really thinking or feeling. From the very beginning, in Genesis 3, 5, 6, and 7, the serpent deceived Eve by saying to her, "For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." A mother from the beginning of inception tells a story with her eyes. Remember, those of us who are mothers, eyes in wonderment when we found out that we were with child. Some of us had eyes of tears, eyes of joy and laughter, and mixed emotions about the anticipated arrival. And the day comes and you look at your bundle of joy. Now you see bottles, you see diapers, you see the first day of school, you see graduation from high school and college, you see weddings that cost a lot, then you see grandchildren, and all the hopes and dreams that you have for them all rolled up into one. Let's think for a moment about Mary, who, if I could read my own writing, what we see in Mary's eyes when she was told by the angel Gabriel that God had chosen her to bring forth a child, a holy thing, a godly seed that would take on the sins of this whole world. Imagine what her eyes spoke as she gazed in shock and bewilderment as she heard this thing, seeing that she had not been with a man. Think about her eyes and what her eyes were saying when she sat with her cousin Elizabeth, and they both realized that both of them had been chosen to bring forth mighty men that would impact and change the world. One a virgin and one barren. No wonder John the Baptist leaped in Elizabeth's arms. Think about what Mary said with her eyes when she thought her son was lost, only later to find him in the temple, speaking and teaching the scribes, and later was told by her son, "I am about my Father's business." Can you imagine the eyes of the two mothers that stood before Solomon so that he could decide the fate of the child that was before him? The real mother knew it was her child. The other mother knew she was lying. Solomon, the wisest man that ever lived, looked into their eyes when he said, "I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the baby in half. You get one half, and you get the other half." The lying mother did not flinch, but the real mother made eyeball to eyeball contact with him. And with a resolve in her heart and a glint in her eye, she gave up her child rather than see him die. Solomon knew who the real mother was. It was something in her the ayes have it.